My name is Alfonso Scandrett III. I am a doctor of physical therapy, a certified strength and conditioning specialist, and I also have my master's degree in anatomy. I've been doing this for about 8 years now. I have experienced in multiple different settings. In Texas, Arizona, and North Carolina, I've worked in hospital-based outpatient facilities, skilled nursing facilities, as well as sports performance clinics. Most recently, I have co-founded the Black Sheep Coalition, where we focus on active adults and veterans, and our goal is to provide personalized care to get people the goals that they want. You can find us at www.blacksheepcoalition.com. Well, I think it starts with my parents. They instilled a drive in me from a very young age. Sports was also very big with me. Sports kind of helped fuel my motivation for health and wellness. And the biggest thing that I enjoy about working in physical therapy, sports training, and all of those realms is I like to see people win. I like to help find the issues that stop people from being able to do what they want to do and help them conquer those challenges. Well, from the time I was younger, I always focused on leaving things better than when I found them. I think that same thing carries over into Black Sheep. My goal is to help every individual leave better than when they came in. Throughout my career, other companies, organizations, institutions, I felt handcuffed my ability to provide the best care I could for my clients. Black Sheep is a means of reducing those handcuffs. It allows me to focus on the problems that are at hand and how we can solve those issues. Why the name? We do things different. At Black Sheep, we offer physical therapy, massage therapy, and personal training. So basically, we focus on rehabilitation, recovery, and performance. Basically all aspects of what you need to live your best life. We have all of those services underneath one roof, which makes it easy to get you back to whatever level you're at, no matter what level you're starting at. I had a gentleman I worked with relatively recently. He was significantly limited by knee pain, to the point where basically he was considering getting a knee replacement. He didn't really think anything else was going to work. He wasn't able to walk, wasn't able to exercise. He just wasn't doing well. It was kind of his last-ditch effort, and basically he was kind of using the therapy with me as a preparation for his potential knee replacement. We worked together, focused on the issues that he had at hand, and basically he doesn't have to go have his knee replacement anymore. So now he's exercising, walking regularly. He's no longer considering a knee replacement because we were able to work through that. So our cash-based model removes our handcuffs. So basically what it does is allow us to provide whatever treatment means that we need to accomplish the goals that the client has. Basically gives us the freedom to do what you need. Well, in other systems I've been involved with, the frequency, duration, or even type of treatment provided was extremely limited. Also, for the most part, I was double, triple, or sometimes quadruple booked. So that means I wouldn't even really be able to see the client one-on-one for more than 5-10 minutes. With the cash-based model, I get to see people one-on-one, provide the treatments that they need, and basically achieve the goals that the client really desires. In terms of accessibility, we actually operate as an out-of-network provider, which means we provide a super bill, and clients can provide that to their insurance company and potentially being reimbursed for the services that we provide. I just worked with an individual who had shoulder surgery, knee surgery, and basically she was told she's good to go. She basically graduated from physical therapy. She was trying to exercise and do some sports training on her own, but every time she would try to do things, things hurt. She's too good for physical therapy. She's not quite good enough to do personal training and exercise on her own. So she's kind of left in that limbo area. We developed a personal program for her that was based on the needs that she had to kind of bridge that gap between where physical therapy left off and where performance would really kick in. A lot of times people get left in that area of limbo, and we help solve that problem for her. Basically, we listen to the client. So if you have a goal of running again, we work on how do we get to that goal. We don't want to say no like some other people. We want to figure out how. This goes back to the problem solving. I want to find what the situation is, what barriers are in the way, and how do we bridge that gap to get you to where you need to be. Well, actually, we work with everybody. I work with a 14-year-old soccer player right now. I also am working with a 70-year-old active golfer. We also have an upcoming event that we're going to be doing that focuses on active adults and veterans. It's called Run the Jake. It'll be on November 11th. You can find that on our webpage. I like to see people win. My patient's success is my success. So when I see my patients do well, I do well. Well, first and foremost, we listen. Our entire ethos at Black Sheep is patient-centric. We try to provide our clinicians with every tool that they need to accomplish the goals for the patient. So everything that we do is based on accomplishing the goals of the patient. Well, I think the main thing is that we make sure they feel empowered in their journey. The first step is we get them on a call for a consultation visit. It's free. Basically, we figure out what the situation is and how do we get to the goals that they have. The next step is we get them scheduled for a full body diagnostic exam where we really start to delve into what are the problems that are holding them back from their goals. The results of this kind of help guide us to which pathway we need to put them on. Do they need rehab? Do they need recovery? Do they need performance? Along this whole journey, our goal is to provide them with as much information and education as possible to keep them as well informed as they can be in their decision-making progress on what works best for them. Well, personally, I'm a problem solver. I like to get to the root of an issue, find the barriers that stop us from fixing that issue, and remove them. Basically, I want to solve the problem. Unfortunately, in a lot of aspects of the standard healthcare system, it's more based on treating symptoms and more of a sick care model. I want to solve the issue, not deal with treating issues that aren't going to make any changes. Basically, I want to fix it, not deal with it. Well, I've been in school a lot. I have done a lot of traveling. I've worked in multiple settings across multiple states, and I think all of those aspects have given me a broad perspective of patient care. It allows me to see things a little bit differently than maybe other situations that people have been in, and it allows me to really focus on patient care and getting to the root of the issue. Well, I was actually on the pathway to be an orthopedic surgeon, and I changed. And I started to notice that you only get to see glimpses of patient progress. With physical therapy, I get to see the beginning, the middle, the end. I get to see the wins firsthand. I actually had a young soccer player that I worked with earlier in my career. She wasn't able to play because of her knee pain, and basically we helped eradicate that, and she actually came back and reached out to me a couple years later and said that she wants to be a physical therapist. So that kind of helped solidify that I think I'm doing the right thing there. That's a good question. I would say Michael Jordan. Growing up as a kid in the 90s, playing basketball, I idolized him growing up. I would say Einstein, one of the greatest minds of all time. And Dr. Seuss. He has some of the most amazing quotes that were in children's books. One of my favorite ones growing up that I still use now is, "Those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind." I still like to play video games. I'm a Call of Duty fan whenever I do get some free time, which few and far between, but I like to jump on the Xbox a little bit. Now, if I'm good or not, that's another question, but I would say that's my guilty pleasure. I would have to say that would be an engineer. It's what I thought I was going to be when I was growing up. I still enjoy being a problem solver. I just problem solve the human body now. I would say for aspiring professionals, my recommendation would be to find your passion and do what you love. If you like what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. You should never feel like you're just a number. You should always look for an environment that makes you feel like a person and addresses the goals that you have to get to the level or the situation that you would like to be at. If that's something that sounds interesting to you, let's jump on a call. If you're looking to learn more about us, or if you'd like to get in contact with myself or the rest of us at Black Sheep, you can find us at www.blacksheepcoalition.com. We're also on Facebook and Instagram at Black Sheep Coalition.